In the heart of a bustling metropolis, where the skyscrapers kissed the clouds and the streets hummed with the symphony of daily life, humanity thrived, oblivious to the shadows that danced at the edge of their perception. This city, a testament to human ingenuity and resilience, stood as a beacon of progress in a world teeming with undiscovered mysteries and hidden dangers. It was here, among the cacophony of honking cars and the chatter of busy pedestrians, that Dr. Elena Martinez found herself racing against time. A renowned biologist and a leading expert in evolutionary anomalies, Dr. Martinez had spent the better part of her career studying the intricacies of life on Earth, deciphering the language of DNA to unlock the secrets of our planet's diverse inhabitants. Yet nothing in her extensive research had prepared her for the discovery that would change the course of human history. 3 weeks prior, a series of unexplained animal attacks had begun to plague the outskirts of the city. At first, these incidents were dismissed as unfortunate encounters with wildlife displaced by urban expansion. However, as the attacks increased in frequency and ferocity, a chilling pattern emerged. The victims, all found in remote areas, bore wounds that defied explanation, as if inflicted by a predator unknown to science. Driven by a mix of curiosity and concern, Dr. Martinez initiated an independent investigation, delving into the depths of the city's archives and consulting with colleagues across the globe. Her inquiries led her to a forgotten chapter in human history, tales of a creature spoken of in hushed tones, a being that had stalked the nightmares of our ancestors. This entity, referred to in ancient texts as the Unseen, was said to be the deadliest predator ever to walk the earth, a creature capable of rendering itself invisible to the human eye. Skeptical but intrigued, Dr. Martinez couldn't shake the feeling that these myths held a kernel of truth. Her breakthrough came when she stumbled upon a series of ancient manuscripts buried within the dusty shelves of the city's oldest library. These documents, written by a civilization that had vanished millennia ago, described in vivid detail their encounters with the unseen. They spoke of a species that had evolved alongside humanity, hidden in plain sight, observing us with an intelligence that rivaled our own. According to the manuscripts, the unseen had mastered the art of camouflage, not just blending into their surroundings, but becoming completely invisible, a feat that no creature known to modern science could achieve. The text suggested that this predator had once been humanity's greatest threat, a constant shadow that loomed over our ancestors, culling the weak and the unwary. As Dr. Martinez pored over the ancient writings, a cold realization settled over her. If the unseen were real and somehow still existed, it would explain the mysterious attacks. More importantly, it would mean that humanity was not at the top of the food chain, as we had so arrogantly assumed. We were prey, hunted by a predator that we could not see, let alone understand. Determined to find evidence of the unseen's existence, Dr. Martinez assembled a team of scientists, each an expert in their respective fields. Together they embarked on a quest that would take them to the darkest corners of the earth, searching for clues that would shed light on this enigmatic predator. As the sun set on the city, casting long shadows that stretched across the concrete jungle, Dr. Martinez gazed out of her laboratory window, a sense of foreboding gripping her heart. She knew that the journey ahead would be fraught with danger, for they were not merely chasing a myth. They were about to come face to face with the deadliest predator known to man, a creature that had evaded detection for millennia. The only species capable of facing the unseen was humanity itself, armed with our intellect, our courage, and our unyielding spirit. Dr. Martinez understood that this was not just a quest for knowledge, it was a battle for survival. As the night enveloped the city, she steeled herself for the challenges to come, aware that the fate of humanity might rest in her hands. Unbeknownst to Dr. Martinez and her team, the eyes of the unseen were already upon them, watching from the shadows, waiting for the right moment to strike. The game had begun, a deadly dance between predator and prey, and only time would reveal the victor. Under the cloak of night, Dr. Elena Martinez and her team assembled in the secluded confines of her laboratory, a space filled with the latest technological marvels and ancient artifacts alike. The air was thick with anticipation, each member of the team acutely aware of the weight of their undertaking. Among them were Dr. Alexey Ivanov, a physicist known for his groundbreaking work in quantum optics, Dr. Maya Singh, a geneticist with a keen interest in rare species, and Dr. Carlos Jimenez, an anthropologist whose expertise in ancient civilizations had led to many significant discoveries. Their mission was clear yet daunting: to uncover evidence of the unseen's existence and to understand its intentions. The recent animal attacks had escalated, spreading fear and panic throughout the city. The authorities were at a loss, attributing the incidents to a rogue predator, perhaps a large cat or a bear that had wandered into urban areas. But Dr. Martinez knew better. The descriptions of the wounds, the lack of tracks, and the suddenness of the attacks all pointed to something far more sinister. The team began by analyzing the patterns of the attacks, mapping them out to identify possible hunting grounds. Dr. Ivanov proposed a theory that the unseen might be using a form of quantum camouflage, bending light around itself to achieve invisibility. This hypothesis, while speculative, provided a starting point for developing detection methods. Dr. Singh, on the other hand, delved into genetic analysis, searching for traces of unknown DNA at the attack sites. She theorized that if the unseen was a biological entity, it might leave behind some genetic footprint, however minuscule. Meanwhile, Dr. Jimenez scoured ancient texts and artifacts for any symbol or reference that might reveal more about the unseen's behavior or weaknesses. As the days passed, the team's efforts began to bear fruit. Dr. Singh discovered a series of anomalous DNA sequences at several attack sites, sequences that matched no known species on record. This breakthrough lent credence to the theory that they were dealing with a creature beyond current scientific understanding. Dr. Ivanov, utilizing a prototype device designed to detect distortions in the light spectrum, recorded the first-ever evidence of quantum camouflage in action. The device, set up near one of the predicted hunting grounds, captured a momentary disruption in the ambient light, a signature consistent with an object bending light around itself. With these pieces of evidence, the team's mission shifted from proving the unseen's existence to understanding its nature and, ultimately, finding a way to communicate or, if necessary, confront it. The realization that humanity was not alone, that we shared our planet with a species capable of such extraordinary feats, was both exhilarating and terrifying. Dr. Martinez convened a meeting to discuss their findings and to plan their next steps. The atmosphere was charged with a mix of excitement and apprehension. They debated various strategies, from attempting to capture the unseen for study to developing technologies that could neutralize its camouflage ability. The decision was made to first attempt communication. Dr. Martinez argued that understanding the unseen's motives was crucial. Were they predators by nature, or were the attacks a response to some perceived threat? The answers to these questions would determine humanity's response. As the team prepared for this unprecedented endeavor, a sense of unity and purpose bonded them. They were about to embark on a journey into the unknown, to confront a creature of myth and legend. The stakes were high and the dangers were real, but the opportunity to bridge the gap between species, to forge a new understanding, was worth any risk. Unseen and unknowable, the unseen watched as the team made their preparations. The ancient predator, whose existence had been a closely guarded secret, was now the subject of human curiosity and ingenuity. A storm was gathering on the horizon, a clash of worlds that had coexisted in ignorance of one another for millennia. As dawn broke over the city, the first light of morning illuminated the path forward, a path fraught with peril and promise. Little did Dr. Martinez and her team know, their actions had already set into motion events that would challenge the very foundation of human understanding and resilience. The quest to face the unseen was not only a journey into the heart of darkness but also a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity, ready to confront the unknown with courage and hope. As the sun rose, casting a golden glow over the city, the team gathered at the laboratory, each member carrying the weight of the task ahead. Today, they would initiate the first attempt to communicate with the unseen, an endeavor that felt as monumental as it was fraught with uncertainty. Dr. Martinez led the meeting, her voice steady, yet beneath it lay a palpable tension. "We stand on the brink of a new dawn," she began, addressing her team with a solemnity reserved for moments that would be etched in history. "Our actions today may very well redefine our place in the natural world. Let us proceed with both caution and curiosity, for we are not conquerors, but seekers of understanding." The plan was simple in its objective, yet complex in its execution. Utilizing the data gathered by Dr. Ivanov's device, they had pinpointed several locations where the unseen's presence was strongly suspected. These sites, primarily within dense forest areas bordering the city, had become the focus of their efforts. Dr. Ivanov had modified his quantum detection device to emit a series of light patterns, a rudimentary form of communication designed to catch the attention of the unseen without posing a threat. The patterns were based on mathematical sequences, a universal language that, they hoped, would transcend species boundaries. Simultaneously, Dr. Singh had prepared a set of environmental samples, including water, soil, and various plant species from the surrounding area. These were to be left at the sites as a gesture of goodwill, an offering to show that their intentions were peaceful. Dr. Jimenez, drawing from his research into ancient civilizations, suggested incorporating symbols of harmony and coexistence into their setup. These symbols, etched onto biodegradable materials, would surround the detection devices and samples, completing the tableau they hoped would serve as a bridge between worlds. As the team set out to the designated locations, a sense of solemnity pervaded the group. They were acutely aware that they were encroaching on the domain of a being that had remained hidden from human eyes for eons. The forests, with their towering trees and dappled sunlight, seemed to watch in silent anticipation. Upon reaching the first site, they worked with meticulous care to arrange the detection devices, environmental samples, and symbols in a pattern that mirrored the natural harmony of the forest. As each site was prepared, Dr. Ivanov activated the devices, sending the first tentative messages into the unseen realm of their elusive quarry. Back at the laboratory, the team monitored the devices, waiting for any sign of response. Hours passed in tense silence, the weight of anticipation growing with each passing moment. Then, just as the shadows began to lengthen and doubt started to creep into their hearts, a signal flickered on the screen. The light pattern emitted by one of the devices had been disrupted, not randomly, but in a sequence that mirrored the one they had sent out. It was a response, the first direct evidence of the unseen's intelligence and willingness to engage. A flurry of activity ensued as the team analyzed the data, confirming beyond doubt that the disruption was intentional. The realization that they had made contact with the unseen, that this ancient predator was capable of understanding and responding to their attempts at communication, was exhilarating. But the excitement was tempered by the gravity of their discovery. They had opened a door to a world that humanity had never known existed, a world that challenged our understanding of life on Earth. The implications were profound, both scientifically and philosophically. Dr. Martinez gathered her team, a mix of emotions reflected in their faces. "We have crossed a threshold," she said, her voice imbued with a mix of awe and determination. "Our journey has only just begun. We must now prepare for the next step, to deepen this communication and hopefully uncover the motivations of the unseen." As night fell, the team left the laboratory, the events of the day weighing heavily on their minds. They had ventured into uncharted territory, making contact with a species that had lived alongside humanity, unseen and unknown, for millennia. The path forward was uncertain, but one thing was clear. The echo of their actions would resonate through the annals of history, a testament to the boundless curiosity and bravery of the human spirit. In the darkness of the forest, the unseen watched, its age-old solitude disturbed by these curious beings. A new chapter was beginning, one that would test the boundaries between predator and prey, between fear and understanding. The dance between the seen and the unseen had taken a pivotal turn, and the future for both species was now unwritten. The breakthrough communication with the unseen sparked a feverish excitement among Dr. Martinez and her team, propelling them into uncharted scientific and ethical territory. The realization that they were dealing with an intelligent, possibly sentient being raised profound questions about the nature of this creature and its relationship with humanity. The team understood that they were not just on the brink of a scientific revolution, but were also navigating a potential diplomatic minefield. In the days following the initial contact, the team worked tirelessly to refine their communication methods. Dr. Ivanov developed a more sophisticated version of the quantum detection device, capable of sending complex patterns of light that could convey more intricate messages. Dr. Singh, alongside a team of biologists, started to analyze the environmental samples taken from the sites, looking for any changes that might indicate the unseen's presence or responses. Meanwhile, Dr. Jimenez delved deeper into ancient texts, searching for any mention of similar encounters or wisdom that could guide their next steps. He discovered references to a labyrinth of the unseen, a metaphorical and possibly physical space where ancient humans and the unseen might have interacted. This concept of a labyrinth, a complex path leading to a central truth, became a guiding metaphor for their mission. Emboldened by their progress, the team decided to venture further into the forest, to the very heart of what they believed to be the unseen's territory. Their objective was to establish a more direct form of communication, to learn from the unseen, and, hopefully, to understand its intentions. The expedition was fraught with risk, but the potential rewards were too great to ignore. As they prepared for the journey, Dr. Martinez emphasized the importance of respect and caution. "We are entering their world," she reminded the team. "We must do so with the humility and openness of guests, not intruders. Our goal is to learn, to build a bridge between our species." The journey into the forest felt like a descent into another world. The dense canopy filtered the sunlight into a perpetual twilight, and the air was alive with the sounds of unseen creatures. The team moved carefully, following the signals from Dr. Ivanov's device, which led them deeper into the wilderness. After hours of trekking, they reached a clearing unlike any they had seen before. The air here was still, the silence profound, as if they had stepped into a sacred space. It was here in the heart of the forest that they set up their equipment, hoping to initiate a deeper level of communication with the unseen. The response was almost immediate. The air shimmered, and a sense of presence filled the clearing, as if the forest itself was watching them. Then, without warning, the devices lit up, signaling a response. But it was not just a pattern of light this time. The air itself seemed to vibrate with a message, a feeling that transcended language. It was a message of cautious curiosity, a willingness to engage, but also a warning of the boundaries that should not be crossed. Overwhelmed by the intensity of the encounter, the team took a moment to regroup. They were communicating with an entity that defied their understanding of life on Earth, a being that could convey thoughts and emotions directly to their minds. Encouraged by this contact, Dr. Martinez attempted to convey a message of peace and a desire to understand. She spoke aloud, her words seemingly absorbed by the silence of the forest. And then, as if in response, the environment around them shifted subtly, the light, the sounds, even the air conveying a sense of ancient wisdom and a deep connection to the natural world. As the team made their way back to the laboratory, they were silent, each lost in thought over the day's extraordinary events. They had stepped into the labyrinth, encountered the unseen, and emerged changed. The path forward was uncertain, but one thing was clear. They were no longer just researchers. They were pioneers on a journey to bridge two worlds. Back at the laboratory, as they debriefed and planned their next steps, the team realized that their mission had evolved. They were not just seeking to understand the unseen. They were negotiating a relationship with a species that had been a shadowy presence throughout human history. The challenge was immense, but so were the possibilities. The labyrinth awaited, and with each step they moved closer to its heart, to the core of a mystery that bridged the gap between the seen and the unseen. In the aftermath of their encounter in the forest, Dr. Martinez and her team found themselves at a crossroads. The communication with the unseen had opened a door to possibilities that stretched beyond the boundaries of known science, hinting at a world where humanity was not the only intelligent presence. This realization brought with it a sense of responsibility. They were no longer merely observers, but active participants in a dialogue that could alter the course of human understanding. The team spent the following days in intense discussion, analyzing every detail of the encounter. Dr. Ivanov's devices had recorded a wealth of data, capturing the subtle changes in the environment that accompanied the unseen's presence. Dr. Singh's biological samples showed signs of interaction, with several specimens displaying unexplained genetic alterations, and Dr. Jimenez's insights into ancient texts provided a historical context that suggested this was not humanity's first encounter with the unseen. Amidst the scientific analysis, Dr. Martinez emphasized the need for ethical consideration. "We must approach this with the utmost respect," she insisted. "We are dealing with a being, or beings with their own culture, their own history. Our goal should be mutual understanding, not exploitation." The decision was made to establish a more permanent presence near the site of their encounter, a research outpost that would serve as a base for ongoing communication efforts. This outpost, dubbed the Bridge, was designed to be a place of learning and exchange, where scientists from various disciplines could work together to unravel the mysteries of the unseen. As the bridge took shape, the team expanded to include experts in linguistics, environmental science, and even philosophy. The goal was to create a multidisciplinary approach to communication, combining scientific inquiry with a deep respect for the unknown. The first task was to refine their communication methods. Dr. Ivanov developed a series of devices that could emit a broader range of signals, from light patterns to sound waves, hoping to find a medium that the unseen preferred. Dr. Singh, working with a team of biologists, began to catalog the environmental changes that occurred in the presence of the unseen, looking for patterns that might indicate specific responses or emotions. Meanwhile, the linguistics team, led by Dr. Lena Zhou, embarked on the daunting task of deciphering the messages conveyed through the environment. They hypothesized that the unseen might communicate using a form of natural language, one that used the elements of the forest as words and sentences. The bridge quickly became a hub of activity, a place where every discovery brought new questions, and every setback was seen as an opportunity to learn. The team worked with a sense of urgency, driven by the knowledge that they were part of something groundbreaking. Then, one evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the bridge, a breakthrough occurred. A series of light patterns, sent out by Dr. Ivanov's devices, were mirrored by a faint glow emanating from the forest. But this time, the response was accompanied by a gentle breeze, carrying a scent that was both unfamiliar and comforting. It was a message, a greeting, and an invitation. The team responded in kind, mimicking the light pattern and introducing a new sequence, one that conveyed a message of friendship and respect. The forest responded, the air filled with a chorus of natural sounds that formed a complex, beautiful melody. It was communication, a dialogue between species that transcended language. In the weeks that followed, the bridge became a place of wonder, where every day brought new insights into the unseen's world. The team learned that the unseen, though capable of invisibility, were deeply connected to the natural world, their existence intertwined with the health of the forest. They communicated through the environment, using elements like light, sound, and scent to convey complex messages. As the dialogue between humans and the unseen grew more profound, it became clear that this was more than a scientific endeavor. It was a journey towards understanding and coexistence. The team at the bridge had not only discovered a new form of life, but had also found a way to connect with it, building a bridge between worlds that had existed separately for millennia. Dr. Martinez stood at the edge of the clearing one evening, looking out into the forest with a sense of awe and humility. They had embarked on this journey seeking knowledge, but they had found something far more valuable: a relationship with a species that had once been a myth. The path ahead was still fraught with challenges, but for the first time, humanity was not walking it alone. Together with the unseen, they were forging a new future, a testament to the power of curiosity, respect, and the unyielding desire to understand the unknown. The establishment of the bridge and the burgeoning communication with the unseen marked a new era of exploration and understanding. However, this path was not without its shadows. As the team delved deeper into this unprecedented partnership, they encountered challenges that tested their resolve and questioned their assumptions about nature, intelligence, and the essence of coexistence. The first of these challenges emerged from within. The rapid advancements in communication with the unseen sparked a global debate, with voices from the scientific community, governments, and the public at large weighing in on the implications. There were those who saw immense potential for scientific breakthroughs and a deeper understanding of our planet's biodiversity. Yet there were others who voiced concerns over security, fearing the unknown capabilities of the unseen and the potential threats they could pose. Dr. Martinez found herself at the center of this storm, navigating the delicate balance between advancing their research and addressing the ethical and safety concerns that arose. She remained steadfast in her belief that building a relationship based on trust and respect with the unseen was not only a scientific imperative, but a moral one as well. Meanwhile, at the bridge, the team's efforts to deepen the dialogue with the unseen led to astonishing discoveries. The unseen, through a series of intricate environmental manipulations, began to share their history and perspective on the world. These narratives were conveyed through a symphony of natural phenomena: winds that whispered ancient tales, lights that painted pictures of past epochs, and scents that evoked emotions from times long forgotten. Through these interactions, the team learned that the unseen had been guardians of the natural world, quietly shaping the evolution of ecosystems while remaining hidden from humanity's gaze. Their abilities, far from being mere mechanisms for predation, were part of a complex relationship with the Earth, one that balanced growth and decay, life and death. This revelation brought a profound sense of humility and responsibility to the team. They realized that the unseen were not just another species to be studied, but were integral to the planet's very fabric. This understanding led to a shift in the team's approach, from one of observation and communication to one of partnership and stewardship. Collaboratively, humans and the unseen embarked on projects to restore damaged ecosystems, leveraging the unseen's deep ecological knowledge and humanity's technological prowess. These efforts were not without their difficulties, as differing perspectives and methods required constant negotiation and adaptation. Yet each challenge overcome strengthened the bond between the two species, forging a partnership that was built on mutual respect and shared goals. As the relationship between humans and the unseen evolved, so too did the nature of the bridge. It became a symbol of hope, a place where the impossible became possible. Scientists from around the world, representing a myriad of disciplines, came to learn from and with the unseen, contributing to a growing body of knowledge that transcended traditional scientific boundaries. Dr. Martinez often reflected on the journey that had led them to this point. What began as a quest to understand a mysterious predator had transformed into a movement to redefine humanity's place in the natural world. The bridge, once a mere research outpost, had become a beacon of unity and cooperation, a testament to the idea that understanding and empathy could bridge even the most profound divides. Yet, as the shadows of the past receded, new challenges loomed on the horizon. The partnership between humanity and the unseen, while strong, was still in its infancy, and the future was a tapestry of uncertainties. Questions about governance, rights, and the integration of the unseen into a human-centric world remained unanswered. The symphony of progress was occasionally marred by discordant notes, reminders of the complexities of interspecies relations. Despite these challenges, the team pressed on, driven by a vision of a world where humanity and the unseen could thrive together. The work at the bridge continued, each day a step towards a future that was once unimaginable. In this new dawn, humans and the unseen stood together, not as predator and prey, but as partners, guardians of a planet they now shared more fully than ever before. The journey was far from over, but the path forward was illuminated by the shared light of understanding and hope. a beacon for all who dared to dream of a better world. As the collaborative efforts between humanity and the unseen flourished, the bridge transformed into the nexus of harmony, a term that came to symbolize not only the physical space of cooperation, but also the conceptual convergence of two distinctly different perspectives on life and existence. This evolution reflected a deeper integration of the unseen into the broader spectrum of Earth's biodiversity, acknowledging their role not merely as a parallel species, but as an integral part of the planet's ecological and existential fabric. The work at the Nexus of Harmony expanded, encompassing not only ecological restoration projects, but also educational initiatives aimed at fostering a deeper understanding and respect for the natural world among the human population. These programs, co-developed with the unseen, utilized innovative approaches to learning that leveraged the unique abilities of both species. For instance, immersive environmental symphonies, created by the unseen, allowed humans to experience the history of the planet from a non-human perspective, fostering empathy and a profound sense of connection to the Earth. However, the expanding scope of the Nexus's activities brought to light new challenges. The most pressing of these was the need to create a framework that could govern the interactions between humans and the unseen, ensuring that the rights and welfare of both were protected. Dr. Martinez, alongside leaders from various disciplines and representatives of the unseen, spearheaded the creation of the Harmony Accord, a set of principles and guidelines designed to oversee the joint endeavors of both species. The drafting of the Harmony Accord was a meticulous process, requiring careful consideration of the complexities involved in interspecies cooperation. It sought to address key issues such as environmental stewardship, the sharing of knowledge, and the ethical treatment of all sentient beings. The Accord was groundbreaking, not only for its content, but also for its approach, embodying a commitment to consensus and mutual respect that was revolutionary. As the Accord took shape, it became a symbol of hope and a testament to the possibility of peaceful coexistence and mutual prosperity. Upon its completion, a grand assembly was convened at the Nexus of Harmony, where representatives from around the world and members of the unseen gathered to witness its ratification. The ceremony was both solemn and celebratory, marking the beginning of a new era in Earth's history. With the Harmony Accord as their guide, the projects undertaken by the Nexus expanded in scope and ambition. One of the most significant initiatives was the Global Ecosystem Restoration Project, an ambitious plan to repair the damage done to the planet's ecosystems through centuries of human activity. This project leveraged the ecological knowledge of the unseen and the technological innovations of humanity, aiming to restore biodiversity and promote the resilience of natural systems. The results were nothing short of miraculous. Regions once desolate and degraded began to thrive, their ecosystems revitalized. Species on the brink of extinction were given a second chance at life, and the balance between human development and environmental preservation was carefully maintained. The success of these efforts served as a powerful reminder of what could be achieved when different beings worked together towards a common goal. Yet the journey was not without its setbacks. Conflicts arose, fueled by misunderstandings and the lingering fears of those who were skeptical of the unseen's intentions. These challenges were met with patience and a commitment to dialogue, embodying the spirit of the Harmony Accord. Over time, the skeptics were won over by the tangible benefits of the partnership, and the Nexus of Harmony became a beacon of unity in a divided world. Dr. Martinez often reflected on the profound transformations that had taken place, marveling at how far they had come since the first tentative steps into the unknown. The Nexus of Harmony had grown beyond a mere physical location. It was a symbol of what could be achieved when disparate worlds came together in the spirit of understanding and cooperation. As the Nexus continued to evolve, it became clear that the partnership between humanity and the unseen was not an end, but a beginning. It was a foundation upon which a new vision of the future could be built, one where diversity was celebrated, and the interconnectedness of all life was acknowledged and cherished. In this new world, the shadows that once divided species and ideologies were dispelled by the light of empathy and collaboration. The Nexus of Harmony stood as a testament to the enduring power of hope, and the unbreakable bond between those who dared to dream of a better tomorrow. The establishment of the Harmony Accord and the subsequent blossoming of the Nexus of Harmony into a global symbol of interspecies cooperation heralded a new age for Earth. The planet, once scarred by division and exploitation, was now witnessing the emergence of a unified effort to heal its wounds and foster a deeper connection among its inhabitants. Yet, this newfound unity was not the final destination, but the beginning of a journey into realms previously unimagined. As the collaborative projects under the Harmony Accord flourished, a groundbreaking development emerged from the depths of the Nexus's research labs. Scientists and representatives of the unseen, working together, had made a startling discovery: a way to share consciousness between humans and the unseen. This technology, dubbed the Confluence Interface, allowed for a direct experiential exchange of thoughts, emotions, and memories between individuals of both species. The Confluence Interface was more than just a tool for communication. It was a bridge between worlds, offering an unprecedented level of understanding and empathy. For the first time, humans could experience the world through the senses of the unseen, feeling the pulse of the earth in a way that was previously inconceivable. Similarly, members of the unseen could explore human emotions and thoughts, gaining insights into our history, our dreams, and our fears. Dr. Martinez, ever at the forefront of the Nexus's endeavors, was among the first to volunteer for the Confluence Interface trials. Her experience, shared publicly in a global broadcast, was profound. She described it as a journey into a collective soul, where the boundaries between self and other dissolve, revealing the interconnected essence of all life. Her account moved millions, igniting a wave of interest in the Confluence Interface and what it represented. The implications of the Confluence Interface were far-reaching. In addition to deepening the bond between humans and the unseen, it offered new pathways for resolving conflicts, healing psychological wounds, and fostering a global culture of empathy and understanding. Educational programs were developed to incorporate confluence experiences, enabling people from all walks of life to gain direct insight into the lives of others, both human and non-human. However, the introduction of the Confluence Interface also raised ethical questions and challenges. Concerns about privacy, consent, and the potential for misuse were voiced, leading to rigorous debates within the Nexus of Harmony and the wider world. The Harmony Accord was revisited and expanded, incorporating strict guidelines and safeguards for the use of the Confluence Interface, ensuring that it remained a tool for mutual understanding and respect. As the Nexus continued to evolve, so too did the nature of the projects and initiatives it undertook. The Global Ecosystem Restoration Project was joined by the Cultural Exchange Program, an initiative designed to celebrate and preserve the diversity of human and non-human cultures. The unseen, sharing their ancient traditions and wisdom, became valued teachers, offering insights into sustainable living and the maintenance of ecological balance. Meanwhile, human art, music, and literature found new audiences among the unseen, who brought their own unique perspectives and creative expressions to the collaboration. The result was a flourishing of cultural and artistic endeavors that transcended species, a testament to the limitless potential of shared creativity and vision. The Nexus of Harmony had become more than a center of scientific and ecological collaboration. It was a living testament to the power of unity and diversity. It stood as a beacon of hope in a world that had once teetered on the brink of ecological and social collapse, proving that when beings come together, bound by mutual respect and understanding, there is no limit to what can be achieved. In this new era, the Earth was no longer seen as merely a habitat or a resource, but as a shared home, a sacred space where every life form, from the smallest microbe to the most advanced intelligences, was recognized as an integral thread in the tapestry of existence. The journey of humanity and the unseen, from wary strangers to co-creators of a shared future, was a powerful reminder that the most profound transformations often begin with a single step towards understanding. The revolution of thought and collaboration that sprang from the Nexus of Harmony and the implementation of the Confluence Interface heralded an era of unprecedented progress and unity. Yet, as is the nature of exploration and discovery, Each answer unearthed new questions, pushing the boundaries of what was considered possible and urging humanity and the unseen to look beyond the immediate horizon. Amidst this blossoming of cooperative achievement, a collective vision began to take shape. A vision that extended beyond the restoration of Earth's ecosystems and the blending of cultures. It was a vision that reached into the cosmos, inspired by the shared realization that the universe was vast and filled with mysteries awaiting discovery. The partnership that had transformed Earth's destiny was now poised to embark on the greatest journey of all, the exploration of space. The idea was audacious, yet it resonated deeply with both species. For humanity, space exploration had always been a symbol of our insatiable curiosity, a testament to our desire to understand our place in the universe. For the unseen, whose perceptions and understanding of reality were deeply intertwined with the natural world, the cosmos represented the ultimate frontier of connection and understanding. Together they envisioned a mission that would combine human technological prowess with the unique abilities of the unseen, aiming to explore the stars in a way that no single species could achieve alone. Dr. Martinez and her team, now veterans of interspecies collaboration, played a pivotal role in conceptualizing the mission. The confluence interface, which had facilitated such profound understanding and cooperation on Earth, would be integral to the endeavor, allowing human and unseen astronauts to share thoughts and experiences seamlessly, blending their strengths and perspectives. The preparation for the mission sparked a global renaissance of innovation and cooperation. The best minds from both species worked together to design a spacecraft that could accommodate the needs of both humans and the unseen, incorporating living systems that mirrored the harmonious balance of Earth's ecosystems. This ship, named the Harmonia, was a symbol of their united vision, a vessel designed not for conquest but for discovery, for reaching out to the cosmos in a spirit of friendship and curiosity. As the Harmonia's launch date approached, the world watched with bated breath. The project had become a beacon of hope, a reminder of what could be achieved when beings joined together in pursuit of a common dream. On the day of the launch, billions tuned in to witness the historic event, a moment that would mark the beginning of a new chapter in the story of life on Earth. The launch was flawless. As the Harmonia soared into the sky, leaving behind the blue marble of Earth, it carried with it the aspirations of two species united in their quest for knowledge and understanding. The crew, a mix of humans and members of the unseen, embarked on their journey with a sense of awe and responsibility, aware that they were not just explorers but ambassadors of a planet that had found peace and unity in diversity. The mission's early days were filled with challenges and discoveries as the crew adapted to life in space and began their observations of the cosmos. The confluence interface allowed them to share their experiences in real time, creating a tapestry of perspectives that enriched their understanding of the universe around them. As they ventured further into the unknown, the crew of the Harmonia encountered wonders and phenomena that defied explanation, from nebulas that sang with the vibrations of the cosmos to distant planets teeming with life in forms unimaginable. Each discovery was shared with the people of Earth, igniting a global sense of wonder and a renewed appreciation for the mystery and beauty of existence. Yet the greatest discovery lay ahead. As the Harmonia explored a distant star system, the crew encountered another intelligent species, beings that had also reached out into the stars in search of knowledge and kinship. This meeting, the first contact between humanity and an extraterrestrial civilization, was facilitated by the empathy and understanding honed through the partnership with the unseen. It was a moment of profound significance, a meeting of minds and hearts that transcended the boundaries of language and biology. The encounter with this new species, who called themselves the Eloria, opened the door to a wider community of galactic civilizations, each with its own unique contributions to the tapestry of cosmic existence. The Harmonia's mission, which had begun as a journey of exploration, became a mission of connection, bridging worlds and cultures in a growing network of mutual understanding and respect. Back on Earth, the news of the encounter sparked a revolution in thought, a realization that humanity and the unseen were part of a much larger community of life united by the shared experience of consciousness and the quest for understanding. The cosmos, once a vast and empty space, was now a vibrant landscape of possibilities, a frontier where the spirit of the nexus of harmony could flourish and grow. As the Harmonia continued its journey, Earth began to prepare for a new era of exploration and connection, a future where the barriers between worlds, both physical and conceptual, were dissolved by the power of empathy and cooperation. The journey of humanity and the unseen, from the depths of the forest to the stars, was a testament to the limitless potential of unity, a beacon of hope for all beings seeking their place in the vast tapestry of the cosmos. The voyage of the Harmonia and the historic encounter with the Eloria marked the dawn of a new epoch for Earth and its inhabitants. The realization that the cosmos was teeming with life and intelligence, each civilization a node in the vast network of cosmic existence, transformed humanity's understanding of its place in the universe. The partnership between humans and the unseen, once a groundbreaking anomaly, had become the cornerstone of a new galactic community, a testament to the power of unity in diversity. Back on Earth, the Nexus of Harmony evolved into the Galactic Nexus, a forum where beings from across the stars convened to share knowledge, culture, and perspectives. The Confluence interface, enhanced by Elorian technology, facilitated a level of communication and understanding that transcended physical boundaries, creating a shared mental and emotional space where the minds of different species could meet and merge. This era of galactic unity brought about unparalleled advancements in science, art, and philosophy. Technologies that once seemed like distant dreams, faster-than-light travel, energy systems powered by the fabric of space-time, healing modalities that could restore ecosystems in a matter of days, became realities, co-created by the collective genius of the galactic nexus. Dr. Martinez, reflecting on the journey from the first contact with the unseen to the establishment of the galactic nexus, marveled at the trajectory of change. We began as explorers in the darkness, seeking only to understand the mysteries of our own world. We could never have imagined that this path would lead us to the heart of a cosmic community, united in our diversity and our quest for knowledge, she mused during a historic address to the Nexus. The legacy of the Nexus of Harmony and the Harmony Accord that guided its ethos became a blueprint for interstellar relations, promoting peace, mutual respect, and cooperative exploration across the galaxy. Earth, once a planet divided by borders and conflicts, was now celebrated as the birthplace of the galactic nexus, a beacon of hope for civilizations striving to overcome their differences and find common ground. The cultural exchange that flourished in this new era was rich and vibrant. Artistic expressions that combined the aesthetic traditions of multiple species captivated the imagination, fostering a deep appreciation for the beauty of diversity. Philosophical dialogues that spanned the galaxy pondered the nature of existence, consciousness, and the interconnectivity of all life, enriching the collective wisdom of the Nexus. As humanity and the unseen looked to the future, they recognized that their journey was far from over. The cosmos was vast, filled with mysteries to unravel and new friends to discover. The challenges they would face, from the stewardship of burgeoning ecosystems to the governance of a growing galactic community, were daunting. Yet they approached these challenges with a sense of optimism, buoyed by the knowledge that they did not face them alone. The final chapter of this story is not an ending, but a beginning, a launchpad for the next generation of explorers, thinkers, and dreamers who would carry forward the legacy of the Nexus. It is a testament to the belief that unity, forged in the crucible of diversity, is the most powerful force in the universe, capable of overcoming the greatest of challenges and unlocking the boundless potential of the cosmos. As the galactic nexus looked toward the horizon, its members did so not as disparate beings separated by light years and differences, but as a united collective, a family bound by shared dreams and aspirations. The journey ahead was vast, but they ventured forth with the knowledge that together there was no star too distant, no challenge too great, and no mystery too profound. The legacy of harmony, seeded on earth and nurtured through the partnership of humanity and the unseen, blossomed into a cosmic symphony, a celebration of life's infinite diversity and the unbreakable bonds that unite us all. This was their gift to the universe, a beacon of hope and a promise that in the vast tapestry of existence, every thread, every color, and every pattern has its place, contributing to the beauty of the whole. And so the story continues, ever expanding, guided by the light of understanding, compassion, and the unyielding quest for unity in the grand adventure of existence.